Is your firm currently utilizing tagging within your Wealthbox CRM? If not, in today's video, we are going to show you how you can start tagging your clients within your CRM, along with a couple of suggestions as to some other tag groups that we've seen firms utilize and find some success with, and that really adds value to what you're trying to accomplish. Hi, my name is Matthew and I'm with Advisor Tech Partners. We've worked with over 50 different advisory firms ranging from large, medium to small that are also facing challenges of scaling their firm and their practice. We specialize with building out processes, workflows, and automations. If your firm is currently struggling with maybe building out those processes, maybe you're just touching a workflow for the first time, or you're trying to introduce some automation to your firm, please feel free to schedule an intro call with us with the link in our description below. So in our example today, we have Joe Schmo. Now Joe looks a little bit similar to Michael Kitces, but in our example, again, we'll be focusing on a couple of different use cases on how we'll actually be adding those tag groups and some good suggestions we've seen some other firms implement. So on the top of Joe's profile, we see that he has a little plus button, and this is where we are actually going to be able to start adding tag groups. So if I go ahead and click that plus button, here's where I can start adding the tag groups and also reference any other tag groups that we have used in the past. Now, in our first example here, we want to be able to start tracking all the tax returns that we have received from the clients that we are currently working with. Now, I'll give you that example. The reason why we would want to track the tax returns we have received is maybe we're trying to clean up a mass project of uploading tax returns to Holistiplan. Now, we know a lot of financial planners and maybe firms like yourself have been doing this preemptively just to get ahead of clients and to provide real value. So I'll go ahead and click the plus button here, and we'll see that we have this 2024 tax return received tag group. So this is going to be our identifier as to whenever we receive a tax return from a client. Now again, that great example as to when we receive this tax return isn't really relevant, and we don't need to track when it's received. We just need to make sure that we have already received it. So now that we've added this tag group, I'm going to go ahead and wanting to add maybe Jane Schmo, which is Joe's, in our example, sister. So I'll go ahead, I'll search for Jane. And once Jane populates here, instead of having to type out that tag group, I know that it's already added, so I can just reference the list of the tag groups we have created. So now that we've added this tag group to Jane's profile, what I'm going to want to do is go back to all of our contacts here, and we'll see on the top right, we actually have the ability to just search people within that tag group. So I'll go ahead and click on 2024 tax return. And now that we see we have all of the people that we have added to this 2024 tax return tag group. Now I'm going to go back to Joe here. So now that we've tracked everyone that has this tag group, we're going to want to save this search. So I'll go ahead and click that button, Save Search, and let's say I want to rename this just the same way. So 2024 tax returns received. This can be a great way for your firm just to reference this list really quickly without having to click on the tags. So now that we see we have this Save Search on the left-hand side, 2024 tax returns received. Now at the beginning of the video, we did want to share some other types of tag groups that are working for firms that we have worked with in the past. So I'll go ahead and go back to Joe's profile, and I'll give you these two different examples. So one that we know a lot of financial planners and financial advisors like yourselves utilize are, have we even received any estate documents from our clients? So every time that we receive some estate documents, I'm going to go ahead and add this tag group, estate docs received. This is going to, again, just give us that visibility as to whenever we do receive those important documents from a client. This could be utilized anywhere from when a client is still in that prospecting mode and they're just a prospect with you and you're trying to build out a financial plan. That estate document might be very pivotal to before you're actually able to present a plan to them. This is a great way to start tracking and making sure that we have these documents without having to go back into your internal server and start tracking and really digging into all the files that they may have provided to you. Another example of a great tag group to keep track of is keeping track of when your clients are actually taking out Social Security. Now, we know a lot of our firms in wealth management work with pre, post, and maybe you're actually helping your clients transition into retirement. It's a very exciting time, but also a scary time, as we all know. So keeping track of when clients are taking Social Security is very important and should be a key piece of information you're tracking in your CRM. You can always reference your financial planning tool, or maybe you keep those notes really deep into the client's notes, but having that quick checklist as well as being able to run a report on how many of your clients are taking Social Security may be beneficial for you. Maybe you're trying to push out some marketing content that is specifically targeting all of your clients that are taking out Social Security. This is a way to start tracking that, and then you can send out those bulk emails through your CRM and Wealthbox. So to give you that example here, it can be as simple as Social Security started. And once we enter that, we can add this tag group to any other clients within our CRM. So just to recap, we went ahead and we added these 3 different tag groups. We also showed you how to add tag groups as well as run reports on the contacts you've already added these tags to. If you have suggestions or maybe some other types of tags that you utilize, we're more than ears and we'd love to hear about them in the comments down below. If you found this video helpful, please feel free to like this video and also subscribe to our channel, as we produce a lot of content similar to this that help financial advisory firms and advisors just like yourself. If your firm, again, is facing any challenges with building out processes, workflows, or maybe introducing those first automations to your firm, feel free to schedule that intro call with us in the description down below.